guys. You're live.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to Off Day Campaigns. The campaigns between the campaigns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's it. How's everyone doing?
Doing well.
I am good.
Doing great.
Really well.
Hello.
Fantastic. I've got a quick question at the top. This is unrelated to anything. What if we were the Zoom like reunion of a show? What show would we be right now? We have a certain energy, and I can't quite place it.
Maybe we'd be
Like Melrose Place? Do we have like
I'll
a
take
Melrose
it.
Place?
I'll take that.
I was
I'll
gonna
take that
say,
every day. Yeah.
I was gonna say step by step, but not.
Oh, that's it. Like a 90s. Yeah, we have a step-by-step sort of vibe right now.
That's it.
Which
Here for it.
I'm a big fan of. Let's go around in a circle and just, if you want to introduce yourself, it doesn't have to be your character. We'll get into that in a second, but just yourself and how you're doing and what you've been up to. Starting with, I don't know if my, what I'm seeing is the same as everybody else. So let's start with Blair, because I think you're the first square.
Yeah, hi. My name is Blair Beveridge. I do a podcast called Harley Human. I've been very active in the new media world for a while. It's where I got to know most of these people here, and I'm just here to hang out and have fun.
Heck yeah. How about you? Let's go, Analise.
Hey everybody, I am Analise Nelson, and I'm a musician. I'm in a band with Chris Bermonti, who is also present. Yeah, we have more information on that later. We have a live stream sort of coming up, so excited to share that. But until then, I'm going to pass the baton to the next person on the screen.
I think that's James Brent Issacs.
Oh,
Is it?
well, hi everyone. I'm James Brent Isaacs. I am a former C-level internet celebrity, and now I'm just happy to be here. So, hi.
Your episodes of Step by Step were my favorite. How about Chris?
I preferred my acting career afterwards in straight to video kickboxer sequence.
Oh man, it's a really if you didn't watch Step by Step, you're missing out on a really good joke right now, folks. Chris, how about you, sir?
Hey everyone, my name's Chris Bermonti, and thanks for watching. I do music with Analise. I do a lot of D&D with Omar, and Thank You for Questing is our podcast if you want to check it out. Analise composes it. Yeah, I do a lot of musics and whatnots on the internet and nerd new media explorations with all these fine friends in various forms at various times. Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? That's what I got to say.
How about you, Tara? We'll wait for Tara to unmute.
Hey, sorry, wrong screen. I used spacebar to talk and I was on the wrong screen. Hi, guys. I'm going to play in the background as the voice of God tonight. You'll see me mostly in the chat, but I'm here.
Heck yeah. And we are joined by a very, very, very incredible person as a guest this week. We've got Day. How's it going?
Guys, thanks for having me. I'm quite excited to be here. Hello everyone watching. I'm Diane Hutton. I'm a professional nerd, self-proclaimed. I'm an actor, and I stream on Twitch 5 days a week. And I have a podcast called Gaming and Gabbing, where we gab about gaming. It's great. And I don't think I'm missing anything. Thanks for having me.
A very efficient intro. I'm Omar Najam, but tonight I'm going to be a handful of people in the Star Trek Deep Space Nine universe, because we're entering the theater of the mind, and we are going to explore an adventure in Star Trek, but with 5e characters, which is a little bit of a twist. Although Day will be playing an ensign, so Day is going to be pretty much down the line Star Trek character. But I digress. It's time for us to begin. If you remember, in the last adventure, you all were fighting in the Hunger Games. And you all did very well. Hunger Games, a lot easier if you just guess the right location for things, I've noticed, right? Like that's a little bit of a plus.
Yeah.
Also, throwing weapons can come in handy.
Yeah, so Merk, you threw two of your 2 of your weapons. Is that right?
Yeah, I threw a knife that I picked up and didn't want in the first place. And
That's right.
That's because I had 2 of them already.
Yeah. So now you're down to the 1 battle axe, and you've got some other stuff, I think, right?
I don't know. There was a few campaigns in between this one. This is my off day, so who knows what I have now.
That's a very good point. At the very end of that adventure, you all put together the device, and it just shattered reality. Things kind of flickered for a second. You saw some interesting stuff, some interesting characters that I think James Brent Issacs identified right off the bat there. Takes a victorious swig of that protein shake. And then you all kind of fell through space. It was a very interesting experience. And that's where today's adventure begins. You are all falling through space. So if you pop over to roll 20, you will see where we all left off.
Whoa.
Let me get my stuff ready. Hurtling and hurtling and hurtling and hurtling. Oh, thank you. It's not my space, I have to say, but it is a space that I got.
Oops.
Is that a good? Or is that red was really intense, right? Was that just me? That's a really intense.
Another red shirt.
Red warning. There it is. That's kicking it off.
That was about, but we'll just pretend like it didn't happen.
So you're all just hurtling through space, and you hear a familiar voice. Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Y'all hanging in there?
Damn it.
Y'all doing okay? Remember me? It's your ghost friend. It's your ghost pal friend. Do you remember that?
Omar, can you take a breath? You're gonna have to refresh, Tara. We're not seeing the ghost on the.
Is it because I'm out of phase with this dimension? Give me a second. I'm gonna concentrate. Let me do
There
a
we
skill
go.
check here.
The ghost. Tell me, ghost.
Hello. You see me? Do you see me now?
Yes, we
Oh,
can see you.
It's a great
man.
trick.
Natalie,
You,
so.
you see me now too. Now you don't see me, and soon to be followed up to finish the ultimate cinematic trilogy. Now you see me. 3, me too. Me. How's it going, everyone? It's your ghost friend. You remember me?
Yeah, man.
Well, now that I know that now you see me two you 3 me is finally coming through, then I feel more relieved. But friends, I was absent this perhaps last adventure, and I can't recall. Is this ghost our ally or?
He's cool, man. He's cool.
He's cool. Okay, great.
I'm just
Literally the only person that I like, and he's not even a person, so that should tell you something.
Oh yeah, not a girl, not yet a person. You know what I mean? Any Britney Spears fans out there?
More of
Hey,
a Tiffany man myself.
Oh wow, that's a heck of a choice.
Wow,
Merk,
Merk.
our fighter, and then that's correct. Cliff, Spellbringer, our druid. You weren't here, so you've been zapped. You've been pulled through space and time to join us. That's interesting. Songwrite, Notesin, our bard. How's it going?
You know, it just floating through space, which happens to mimic the abyss within, but doing fine.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit deeper than I was kind of expecting, just as a character recap.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna go deep and we're gonna go emotional, we're gonna need a spiritual guide. Well, thank Meg Ryan that we're blessed here with Shingha, our cleric. How's it going, Shingha?
I am doing glorious.
Oh,
Thanks for asking.
that's so good to hear. Well, I'm not really here to do a whole lot. I just wanted to remind you that I exist in case anything pops up and you need some help. This is me. Also, just in case Day needs to catch up, this is a ghost that just pops up to tell the players what to do in case things get a little thorny.
Like
What? I'm Are you all feeling a little funny right now?
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Yeah.
felt more with it.
What? And then suddenly, in front of all of you, this green energy appears, and it starts pulsing, and
Shit.
and it starts to. You feel like as if it's pulling you in, and it's pulling you in, and there's something ravenous about it. There's something intoxicating about it. You're almost losing a sense of identity.
Don't
But
have any
then-
spells for this, guys.
Yeah, is there any protections that any of you want to try against this thing?
I think we just let it do its thing, you know.
Just go with the flow,
Let's
you know.
just play it out. I think it seems like it has to Cliff. It seems like it has purpose.
Ooh,
I,
interesting.
I echo Cliff. I feel like things can't get much worse. So
Can I throw a weapon at it?
Yes.
Yeah, what weapon do? Yeah, Merk. as you all want to do, what do you throw into it?
Nah, you know what? I want to wait till this thing takes shape. I'm good.
Okay, good. Wow, Merk is growing and changing. Interesting. Therapy, sometimes it takes a while for you to notice the changes. It's good to be patient. And we'll see how long that lasts in today's session. As you're all being pulled in, suddenly these lights start appearing around you, and the space that you're looking at vanishes, and instead you appear here in this futuristic looking location that you can't quite place.
Why are we in like a situation room? This is bizarre.
Oh, very good for you to notice that songwrite. What about your history songwrite makes you know what a situation room is?
Let's just say I've seen some shit, okay?
I believe her.
That's an excellent answer. And you are met by this gentleman. Welcome. See, I knew I wouldn't get this voice. I knew that I would struggle with the Cisco voice. Let's try it. Let's do this. What brings you to Deep Space Nine?
Good day, sir. We are but peaceful travelers who find ourselves astray in your establishment. We mean no harm. All we look for is for shelter and perhaps something to drink and eat.
Did we miss Deep Space 1 through 8? Is that how far we've gone?
Really quick, let's TO for everyone watching. First of all, how's it going, chat? How you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us. Blair and Chris, let's try to form an elevator pitch for Deep Space Nine let's say for someone who's never even heard of Star Trek.
As it is my least knowledgeable Trek, I'll leave this to Chris.
Oh, you know more about Enterprise than Deep Space Nine?
Fair point.
Deep Space Nine.
Fair point.
Deep Space Nine is a space station that was initially created, and Omar, you interrupt me if I'm remembering this wrong. It's been 10 years since I've watched it, but it was initially created by a race called the Kardashians.
Cardassians, but close.
Cardassians, keeping up with the Cardassians.
The Cardassians had a civil war with a species known as the Bajorans, in which case, and I might yada this transaction,
you can yada.
But eventually, after the Cardassians, they lose control of what I believe was called Terok Nor, and it was taken under Federation, which is the United Federation of Planets, which is what Starfleet's a part of. That Deep Space Nine became a station in which diplomacy would take place, and that different species can pass by and land there. It's very similar to Babylon 5. In fact, both of those shows ran concurrently and competed with one another. And I think
is it?
Some of the best sci-fi
similar?
television ever.
Is it
Well,
really?
Babylon 5 is specifically pretty much only diplomacy. I feel like Deep Space Nine.
Oh, okay. Sure, Chris. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and
So it's a space station, and there's also a wormhole.
there's a wormhole in which, the prophets.
Massive resource that the Cardassians might be interested in.
And there's like a pseudo spiritual essence within the wormhole that is referred to by the Bajorans as the prophets. And the prophets have chosen Ben Sisko, the captain of Deep Space Nine, who we just met, as the emissary from the prophets. So they only communicate to the rest of living sentient beings through him.
And now they like baseball. That's a little joke from the pilot. So you were standing before Captain Benjamin Sisko. And Captain Benjamin Sisko says, Ensign Mallory Gripson, to the bridge.
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was again, sir?
I am Captain Sisko. What is your name?
I'm sorry, did you say Captain Sinclair?
I said Captain Sisko. You heard me.
Sorry.
Ensign, to the bridge.
Sheridan? Was that Captain Sheridan?
Captain Benjamin Sisko. And if I hear any more about this, Ensign, to the bridge.
Got it.
And Captain Sisko calls Ensign Mallory Gripson, a science expert, as played by our good friend Day. Ensign,
Yes, Captain.
we found these creatures floating out in space and pulled them in just in time. Can you run some vital scans over them?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Everyone, I'm Captain Benjamin Sisko. This is Ensign Mallory Gripson.
Pleasure,
Hello.
charm.
Hi.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate your having us along.
Tomorrow.
Let's wait and see what I find with my scan before we exchange pleasantries.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Great.
You're new on DS9, but I have to say I like your style, Ensign. And just then, alarms go off, and all of your attention is turned to one particular computer, where suddenly a communication is opened up. Captain, we've noticed an energy anomaly appearing just outside the wormhole. We will soon be docking, and we will be taking over the deep space station so that we may use this energy and turn it into a weapon. You've been warned. And with that, it clicks off.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Seemed like some sort of aggression from an opponent. And
What kind of species was that?
That was the Kardashians.
It's Cardassians.
Sorry.
Kardashians, yes.
In Cliff's native tongue, it's pronounced Kardashian.
Okay, got it. Got it.
I'm sorry. I heard, did you say Narn?
You heard exactly what was said. Those are Cardassians.
I'm sorry, I heard Narn. My apologies.
Yes, you misheard. And if you mishear again, the Cardassians will soon be boarding the station. Are any of you fighters? Are any of you fighters?
The confused one.
I was,
Like fighter out of game quick?
Can you fight?
Fighter class, or can we fight?
Just like, can you fight?
Oh, yes. In fact, we've fought many times
Sure.
next to each other. We've
Sure.
slain creatures. We've bested evil. And we will do
I'd
it
love
again.
to say that I was too quiet, so.
And I usually jam off to the side, hoping that it makes someone feel good about themselves. And yeah.
I patch everybody up.
I feel great about myself many times, and I thank you for it, and I expect more of it soon. Not that you have to provide songs when you don't wish, but I know you're generous with it.
Hey man, I'm good for it. I'm good for it. Happy. I'm not always happy, but I am happy to do that.
Good. Ensign, what are the reports on the vitals that you are picking up?
Well, I'm not picking up anything particularly hostile. That Merk seems a little hostile, but nothing too out of the ordinary for someone of his occupation.
She's right.
And as you say, she's right, Merk. Just then, there is a bright green flash. You all take a few seconds for your eyes to adjust. And when they do, you realize that you're in a similar situation, a similar location, but it's not exactly the same. In fact, it looks maybe technology that's a few years older, might be a way to put it.
Yeah, it's like only a handful of years older.
Only a handful of years, maybe like 5 or so years.
5-ish years, yeah.
5-ish
5-ish.
years. Maybe it's sort of like
Going to say it does look like the inside of my grandfather's horse and buggy. So it makes a lot of sense. So there we go.
Whoa.
And the tones, the earthy tones of this.
Yes. Well, okay.
I immediately
Yeah, so
interpreted
you're-
that you meant size.
Yeah. So you meant beige.
Oh
Okay.
no, just beige. Yes.
It's like the
And-
TARDIS. Oh,
That man is very close.
Hello. I am Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Who are all of you?
flawless French. Excellent.
Bonjour.
We are but weary travelers. We
Yes.
mean no harm. We seek perhaps some drink and food and maybe a room to stay in free of charge.
Really quick question, Chris. This is out of game, but it'll affect the game. Is this early seasons Picard or late seasons Picard?
Like pre or post Locutus.
Yeah.
I would say it's based on his uniform post.
Oh, I just mean your taste. Like,
Oh.
because he's either going to be nice to you or not.
You
know what I mean?
I think he's whatever mood he's in. I think he's post Locutus. So he's
Okay.
like season 4 beyond Picard.
Okay, good. How did you get onto the bridge?
That's a good
You
question.
tell us.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. So someone called Jordy. How did you possibly get onto the bridge? How that
1 minute we were hurtling through interdimensional void. The next we were at some sort of break room at a space station, not too different perhaps on the base level of interior design as this place.
What was his name again?
Captain
Sinclair.
Francisco.
Is it-
John? Oh,
Sinclair, that was that other space station that we didn't go to this time. But perhaps we still might.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard looks to you, Ensign, recognizes your outfit, but it is a design that is unfamiliar to Starfleet. Yet. And Jean-Luc nods his head. Speak frankly with me. Are you from the future?
Is he directly talking to me or?
To all of you.
Oh, okay.
Honestly,
Well,
I think we're kind of from the past, but then we were brought to
Future and
future.
there's a DeLorean.
Thrown.
We know. To
Further
be
in.
completely honest, I don't think we know.
Now
I-
we're kind of like we're thrown. We're still in our future, but your past. I'm just a fighter. I don't get time travel.
it's well, let's just say that there is no past, there is no future. There is only the now, and
All
we
I know
both
is I
share
have
it
to-
together.
I
Or
have
we
to-
could just ask like when this is, and then we would know. I don't think we know. And
Yeah,
then
we-
we need to clarify what
Like
time.
we
You're
ask-
all,
Like we
I'm
summon a
imagining-
time oracle and get to the bottom of it.
I imagine you're
Captain,
all
what,
like huddled.
what year is it right now?
Let's see. Post Locutus. This is gonna be. Let me pull it up really quickly.
Like I will
What?
say, my druid friend speaks beautifully and poetically, but we just need to know what year it is and how they measure their years, if they even have them.
Yes, and like, are we? This is by this dimension reckoning as well.
Ben is saying it's 2367.
That's great. Yeah. So that's 3 years. Yeah. There we go. It's 2367.
Oh, we're definitely from the past.
There we go.
Are we?
And
Are we from Earth?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
so
think
we're in
that
another dimension.
I
as
think
well.
D&D takes place not on Earth. I think that's like canonical. I'll have to double check before it's like also like, is Adventure Time Earth? You know, depends on what season. So as you're all having this
Okay.
conversation, Data gets the attention of Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Captain, we're picking up some strange cloaked readings. And they're all looking at a computer when suddenly
Goodness, their clothes changed.
Wow.
it's
It's like they're in a movie.
Oh no!
Captain, I know, Data. I know. Okay, I'm going to need all of you to get to a secure floor. This is not, and suddenly there is a bright green flash, and all of you are just sent into another room.
Oh, another room.
This is getting old.
Yeah.
You feel like we're getting a little bit of travel lag, like we're getting
They always can't they just walk up? Do they have to appear
Oh,
so close to our faces?
Okay.
I think it's like they're beaming in or something.
I'm gonna
Now
give
beam
you
a little farther. Give
Yeah,
some
6 feet.
personal space,
Yes,
please.
6
All
feet
right,
at
enough
least.
talking.
Hmm.
I'm Captain Janeway. How did you get on my bridge?
Again?
We don't know.
We keep having this conversation.
The ensign, you seem to know what was
Well, if
going on with all
You've
this. You
got
share
time,
garb, you
then
share
we-
clothing.
probably tell you a long story.
Captain, if I may, we were dealing with some alien energy on a different spaceship in a different time, and it is seemed to fluctuate and has been sending us very quickly, all things considered, back and forth to different locations. I'm sorry I can't give you any information at this time, but it is definitely alien energy.
How curious. Well, that will definitely explain the readings that we've been getting about tears in the Delta Quadrant. Well, that's not good.
Why didn't I think of that? Oh, that's right. I have no idea what that means.
Oh, what are you, some kind of musician?
Look,
Thanks.
the art
Captain
of-
Janeway. Believe it or not, my favorite captain. Captain Janeway looks at you, songwrite. Do you play music?
Yeah, what of it?
I don't know. Just think it's interesting that you're traveling with this group, considering you're a musician.
I can do plenty. You don't know what my abilities are. You know, music is hard.
Well, with these tears, I imagine you're going to get a chance to prove it. Okay. I'm going to outfit all of you with particular Federation gear. We have limited resources here in the Delta Quadrant. Very quickly, I need to ask you all a very important question. And as Janeway asks the question, there is a bright green flash, and you all disappear.
Ugh.
Okay.
And you
Sick.
hear the sounds of one of the first trips out into space.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Captain James Siberius Kirk. How's it going?
It's
What? Don't even bother getting to know this one. We're going to be gone in about 2 minutes.
we are but weary travelers.
Yes.
We mean no harm and seek perhaps food and drink and I don't know, maybe unlimited access to some amount of regenerative resources.
Honestly, at
Nothing's-
this point, though,
nothing-
we're not even traveling. We just kind of show up, apparently.
How curious. We got readings before you appeared, some sort of energy fluctuation that seems to be traveling just beyond your scope of perception.
What's wrong with your voice?
This is
No.
simply how
No.
I talk.
No, it's not.
Yep.
Nobody
that's-
talks
no,
like
this-
that. Nobody ever.
This is
Ever.
how I talk.
We've been on.
Captain,
Yep.
No,
It's yes.
Never.
No. Yeah.
No.
It's hey you and Captain Kirk points at you, songwrite.
What?
You have a
Oh my
good-
God.
Do you
Yeah.
play? Do you play music?
Yes. Are you going to harass me about how
Me?
Unimportant I am now? Is that what's happening?
They really got it out for you.
Got his jams.
Speaking of
sometime.
harassment, I actually think it's quite unfair that Shingo would make fun of someone's speech impediment, especially someone who seems to be in so much in charge of.
ooh, called out.
Called out.
out.
Called out.
Rude.
Spark.
You're better than this.
Spark, take that one down. Take that one down. Captain, we have more pressing matters. I'm getting some very interesting readings from the planet down below. We are hovering just above the planet Talos. And on the screen appears 3 Talosians. Chris, do you have an elevator pitch for who the Talosians are really quickly?
Yes, in the initial unaired pilot of Star Trek that was eventually, in which Captain Pike was the captain, it was eventually edited into a later episode, a 2-parter called The Cage, Part 1 and 2, in which we meet a Pike who can no longer fully speak, and they're trying to get to the bottom of what was going on with his particular story. And the Talosians were the planet in which Pike was trapped on during that episode, and they have the ability to generate the deepest desires of those around them and trick them into it. And they present Pike with the option of like a paradise. I forget exactly, maybe someone else can remember, like I forget exactly what like Pike would have to give
Yeah.
up, but he was like, I won't do
He's,
it.
Well, he could have like stayed with a pretty lady. It's kind of the gist
Right,
of
they
it.
made him like an imaginary.
And then it's so good. Really quick, let's time out
Bride.
really quickly. First of all, Chad, how's it going? This is a lot. We're front loading, but you're about to see all these pieces come together in a second. But I just have to say that episode's so great because it ends with Pike staying with her and choosing the fantasy, and they walk off into a cave, and then the camera freaking pans, and you realize that's her fantasy,
fantasy of
and that
Pike,
Pike chose to stay on the ship, even though it was
Yeah.
the harder decision.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
And
Anyhow,
for those
back-
people who have seen Discovery, there's another layer yet to come.
Whoa.
I'll leave it there.
Whoa.
Did I cry? Yeah.
There's a
Okay,
Telosian.
so
There's
just
a
real
bust of it,
quick.
yeah.
Really quickly from the chat, we have Ben dropping some knowledge. General Order 7, no Starfleet vessel may visit the planet Talos 4 under any circumstances, emergency or otherwise. Any transgression of this order shall be punishable by death.
Whoa.
Yoinks.
Whoa. Can we all just go?
Oh, boy.
All right. If you direct your attention to roll 20,
Oh,
you'll
I'm
see
looking at
that you are all being contacted by the Telosians.
I don't want to know about
Great.
Hello,
Love it.
Captain.
Love it.
Greetings from Talos. We have been picking up on some strange anomalies, and we believe there are some figures aboard your ship who do not belong. We know the solution, Captain, of how to solve this problem, for it seems you are linked between 4 different points in time.
I'm sorry. Can we play this podcast at 1.5 times speed? This is just speed it up. Okay. Speed
The
it up.
ancient technology of podcasting. What a funny goof to us Telosians, for we are far in the future from podcasts. We simply share our thoughts. That's what we call podcasts. One of ours is Mark Marin, and he thinks from his garage. Makes him a lot of money. Quite a good gig if you can get it. Now, Captain, the Federation cannot communicate with us directly, but perhaps there are some on board that you can send down to speak with us.
What do we have to lose? We're adventurers. We've faced dangers. Laws or nay. We have weapons and spells. All they have is these funny little doodads.
These funny little doodads are their brains, which are very strong.
Well, I've yet to see that. How are they any stronger than I? Just because they have words I don't understand, like podcast and maybe that was the only one that stood out. But I think we can take them.
You know what? I'm pretty adept at things like persuasion and deception. You know.
Yes, your trickery will come in handy when we.
Yes, all of my badness from my teen years shall come in handy now.
And you thought it was going to do anything at the time, but then, oh my God, all these years later, you were glad it happened.
Yeah, my vice principal said she's not going to make it. Showed her. There we go.
Showed her. Let's write a letter to her so she remembers.
Brains can't punch, but they can get punched. I say we do it.
Here, yes, he's in. What about you, compatriots? Do you join?
Not be more excited to hear that. If we are going to form a crew, I'm going to need something very specific from all of you. I'm going to need an assignment number. Now, the way we'll be doing this is that you will have an assignment number from 2 to 5. For those, I can't say this in the Kirk voice because that's a GM voice. For those watching at home, we're about to crack into lasers and feelings because we're doing some Star Trek stuff. And all the timelines are about to freaking pound into one coherent story. Sometimes you got to read comics for this stuff, but right now you can tune in for this cross-generational Star Trek adventure. So Kirk turns to you, Cliff. Now, Cliff, would you say you're more of a number 2, strictly science, not interpersonal, or more of a number 5, better with people, bad with computers, or somewhere in between?
You know what I'm saying? A little from A, a little from me, a little leaning towards B.
Okay. Which is going to be?
Computers, I wouldn't trust myself near one.
You're a number 4.
There we are. Yes, count me in for 4, but not Talos 4 because it's forbidden to go there, but we might be going there shortly.
How about you, fighter? Would you say you're better with computers or better with people from 2 to 5?
computers, I'd probably be at them. I don't think I've ever seen a computer in my life, so we can just put that at it too. Talking to people. Can I talk with my fists? That tends to be how things end.
5 is emotional, and you strike me as someone who is very emotional. So let's give you a 5.
Okay, depends on the day, but all right.
All right. And songwrite, on a scale of 2 to 5, what would you say you rank yourself as?
I mean, listen, I think that music is a very, very intellectual art, but I'm not kidding myself. I'm a 5. I'm a mess.
Well, keep in mind, I regard myself as a 5. This game was built with me as the 5, so any judgment you cast on yourself also gets cast on me.
I think that's something you got to work out.
Ensign.
This Kirk guy's hitting on you.
On a scale of
Not open for business, friend. Not open for business.
2 to 5, how would you say you would rate yourself?
Well, I'm scientifically brilliant, which naturally means I don't care about people's emotions, so I'm a 2.
Fantastic. Your team needs it and needs you, Ensign. And finally, the cleric of the group, the spiritual core. How would you grade yourself on a 2 to 5?
It's a good question. I just got called out for being a dick, so probably a 3 today.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect balance is the way it should be. All right. If you direct your attention to roll 20, I will send out your assignments. You're going to be going on an away mission, and it is going to be quite difficult and dangerous.
Oh, no.
I hope you're all prepared. And suddenly there's a green flash.
Ooh.
Fucking
You're
green
back.
flash.
That was a waste of time.
What was the point of the numbers then?
There was no
On
point.
D Space 9. As I was saying,
Captain
all
Jared.
you fighters. Who here is a fighter?
All of us.
Good.
Did you not
In a
know?
manner of
Wait,
speaking.
wait.
In a manner of speaking. Okay.
Then I will, and everyone, I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's hurting my head, guys.
You're gonna have to get an 18 or above.
Oh!
D20.
That's
plus-
pretty bad.
To fail.
I got a 6. Real fail.
17.
Okay. 17. Oh, you got so close.
Close.
All right, let's see what you get, Chris. What'd you get?
5.
5. Okay. And James Brent Issacs, what you get?
I got a 1.
You're earning that 5, let me tell you.
Like I said, a manner of speaking. A manner of speaking.
Because you were so close, Day, your instruments, you realize, are starting to read the data of these time hops. But you find yourselves in the setting of Next Generation,
Oh,
facing
God.
Jean-Luc.
My instruments are starting to read the data of these time hops.
What is it? And what does it? And what does it yield? Anything good?
Currently inconclusive, but we'll get there.
All right. Yeah. Keep us posted.
I'm very
It's the
curious.
best hope we have right now.
It would
Okay,
seem that
before
you-
we do anything else, guys, I'm going to call on my lady,
Mm.
Meg
Oh, yes.
Ryan.
Mhm.
We
Yes.
are in a pickle. We are jumping around like inner space. Please save us. And I will cast Bless on the group.
Great.
What's he doing?
He's
Not-
religion.
Not her. Not her.
Doesn't he know that religion's fake? It's all about science.
Yeah, really not her.
Oh.
Well,
That's a 2.
you know, if we want to have that discussion, then let's just have it. Let's have it now.
And Picard sees us going and goes,
Hmm?
can someone call Counselor Troy? We're having a bit of a spat. And as the captain's saying that, I want you all to roll another Constitution saving throw. 18
So
or above.
James, Chris, and Annalise, you have Bless, so add a D40 roll.
You have to roll a D20 and a D4, and you add that to your
Thank
Constitution
you.
saving.
Thank
Wait,
you.
who gets a D? Wait, what's the D4?
Not you, Dave.
Okay, great.
So D20, D4.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Wait, so
doing
I
that.
add those 2 numbers?
Mhm.
Plus
I'm
your-
21.
Okay.
12 and 1. So 12 and 1.
13.
You need to.
I believe you. Yeah, I believe you. How about you, James Brent Isaacs?
I rolled a 16 total.
Okay. Day, what you get?
We had 10.
Okay, and Blair.
12.
Okay, so you all suddenly appear in front of Janeway, except you're not with Songwrite.
Wait.
We're missing one.
Oh, my spell stopped her.
Where did your
detective?
where did your musician go?
She's
Tell
with
us.
the bald guy,
She had a gig.
the white bald guy. Which one was that?
What? I apologize.
Well, personally, I'm not quite sure why she's not here. But perhaps you all seem to have clearer insight into why our friend is no longer up at the party.
And
I'm stumped.
I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw, 18 or above, please.
Yeah.
Woo, 20.
Do we still get to roll the?
Yes.
Yep, you have that for a while.
Okay, one.
And I mean, what does
Thank
time
you for
mean
that.
anymore right now, too, right?
Mhm.
Time-based spells are going to get a little complicated.
11 plus 13, so 14. 14 going on 40, the sequel.
I got a total of 18.
Okay. Oh, wow, you got 18? Great.
Yes.
And Blair?
15.
Okay, so Cliff and Singha, you appear
Oh.
before Kirk. But you are missing Merk, and you are missing Ensign. You stopped mid-sentence. Is something happening?
Well, I think that should we look. Sorry, what were you about to say to him, Songwrite?
Songwrite's not there.
She's not here.
It's only you and Singha.
I mean, Singha.
I don't remember.
Tell us, Kirk, what is this? What is this trick?
Well, what I'm starting to pick up, and both of you give me a Constitution saving throw.
Hey, 20.
Nice.
Am I adding something besides just my D20 and my thing?
Your
Yes.
Constitution modifier.
Modifier. Okay, I'm having trouble seeing what my.
Let me pull it up for you on
It's not
D&D
in
Beyond.
my. It's not in my Beyond stats.
It should be on the left side near the top. It says all your pluses and minuses.
In Roll20 or in D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond on your
the
character sheet.
I can't. It's not stored in my little spot. Not to slow us up.
I'm pulling it up.
I
I'm
just have
pulling it
happened.
up. Let's see here.
Fill it up.
-1.
Oh, well, great. Well, and that was a 3. So -1, so 2, and then a 4, so 6. Great.
Okay, and
Just
Blair, what
great.
did you get?
I got a 20.
Woo!
Very, very interesting. So let's quickly recap. Before we recap, Cliff, you appear back on Deep Space Nine. Now, so Cliff, you're in Deep Space Nine. Who's on the Next Gen Enterprise?
I believe that's Merk.
Who stayed? Merk stayed. Okay.
Me, I think we.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's correct. That's right. Both of you. Then I believe. No, that's not right. I think Songwrite's also there.
We're with Janeway.
Yeah, you're on Voyager. Songwrite, you're on the Next Gen Enterprise. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're there.
Okay.
Okay. And it is Merk and Ensign are on Voyager. And Blair, you're still on Kirk's Enterprise?
Yes.
Fantastic. Here's what's happening, folks. Each of these specific stages have a challenge that you all have to best in order to capture the energy, you have all been scattered into the different timelines, and you will have to complete those challenges. That said, there will be time ripples, and these will be of a lower Constitution saving throw. So if you choose to leave your mission and to hop to another mission, you can. If you choose to, you don't have to. If you save, you can stay or you can go. You have control over if you want to go to the right on the timeline or if you want to stay where you are. So I'm going to get this set up for all of you because this is a bit of a twist. I really had kind of expected this to play it a little bit differently because there is, for example, we have Cliff in the fighting challenge, which was for sure built for Merk. So this is going to get really topsy-turvy. I'm going to drop some tokens into these maps. I'm going to drop some NPCs for y'all to battle. While it's happening, let's have a Star Trek discussion with chat. I want to know, chat, what was your Star Trek show? Who was your captain? What was the one that got you in and that you got most glued into? While we're waiting for the answers from chat, any of the Trekkers in the crowd want to talk about that? Or maybe another show that hit that Trek spot that they're real into? Let's start with Chris. What was your Star Trek intro?
My Star Trek intro was Next Gen.
Yeah.
And Picard, very much so. So was obsessed with Picard as a kid. My sister and I used to watch it all the time, and then watched a little DS9. And then I probably learned about Kirk through the movies first. My neighbor had the VHSs of the films, so I saw those. I saw Kirk and Spock and Bones and everybody I met through that version of them before I'd even seen.
Oh, okay.
I think on like Nick at Night eventually I watched some old, and now I've seen much of it and love DS9 and haven't filled in all the gaps, but I've watched many hours of it.
Fantastic. How about you, Blair?
I've seen them all in some capacity. The first one, the original, I didn't really draw me in, but much like Chris, Next Gen was really the one that drew me into the whole thing. I've watched I've barely watched any Enterprise, but I've watched the rest. But yeah, I mean, to me, Next Gen was as close to a perfect sci-fi TV show as you can make, and one of the best last episodes of any TV show ever, in my opinion. And I actually quite like Discovery, the new one that they have going on right now. They create a lot of plot holes and then kind of cinch them all up, and I thought that was pretty smart. And yeah, I've quite enjoyed the Star Trek universe for most of my life.
That's fantastic. How about you, Day?
Please don't hurt me.
No. It's all what was your sci-fi go-to show?
I've never watched any of the Star Trek shows. I think I saw one of the movies that came out in 2008 or 2009.
Hey, that was Galaxy Quest.
I just watched Galaxy Quest the other night. Oh, so good.
So good.
I got really into Doctor Who for a while.
Yeah.
I'm a little out of it because I just was like, this is too much, and I stopped watching. But David Tennant all the way.
Yep.
And also sign me up for all of the Firefly and Serenity. Give it to me.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it is. That stuff is so good. Analise, you're a big fan of the movies, right?
I've seen the movies and I like the movies, but I'm gonna answer in song form as
okay.
usually goes. I haven't. Well, make sure I'm in the right key. Cool. I didn't watch a lot of sci-fi when I was growing up, but I really liked a show called Alex Mack.
Yeah. Loved Alex Mack.
Alex Mack is the shit.
Loved reading the tie-in chapter books that would be for sale at the book fair.
So good. It's so good.
You guys remember book fairs?
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved
The
those
best
days.
ever.
It was always kind of a
Scholastic.
thrill.
I'm a little older than most of you.
The scholastic catalogs you got to choose from.
Yeah, it was just like, oh my god, it's all gonna be there. It's
That
gonna be
was-
like a little store in the middle of the library, except we're gonna
The
have to
absolute
buy them,
best.
and that seems funner somehow.
How about you, James Brent Isaacs? What was the sci-fi that you grew up with?
Well, I got introduced to Star Trek with the Next Generation. I've seen the most of Voyager. My favorite of the movies is First Contact.
Same.
But at the end of the day, I'm a Babylon 5 guy.
Yeah, you're a big Babylon 5 guy.
Not sure
right?
if you guys picked up on that or not.
I did. I was noticing that. I love Babylon 5 as well, Brent.
Babylon 5 is one of the most perfectly structured shows of any medium of any kind whatsoever. Nothing's been attempted like it since, which is weird because it shows that when you plan everything out as diligently as they did, the payoff is amazing and keeps you from having to deal with a lot of problems down the line, like having to recast people or just cast new people out of the blue or rearrange storylines and stuff. So it's Babylon 5 over Star Trek for me, unfortunately. Yes.
Yeah.
So we got lots of very diverse answers from the chat. Desiree says Kirk, first exposure to Star Trek. I just lost my spot. I'm gonna go down a little bit. Ben says first was Kirk, but the best was Benjamin Lafayette Sisko. Dencar 11, original and the Next Generation favorite Captain Picard. Elias, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Says
Elias.
Elias, sorry.
But call him Elias, please.
Janeway chooses coffee over tea. My apologies. So gonna go with her. There we go.
Yeah, that Neelix coffee, baby.
Also,
Obsessed with that Neelix
lots of
coffee.
love for Tom Baker being the best doctor. So might have to-
Oh, nice.
I'm sorry, Elias. I'm sorry. I my name's Annalise, and everyone calls me Annalise. So I
Don't
feel like-
apologize to him. Don't do it.
There's a
You
lot
met
of-
him once, you would never apologize.
Does Elias
Well, I
drink
will
coffee?
still.
Is he allowed to drink caffeine? Is that a thing for him?
I'll let you answer that, Elias.
I don't think does he?
There's so many things he doesn't do.
I know.
I can't tell anymore.
He drinks alcohol. I don't know why he wouldn't drink caffeine.
Oh, that's true.
You know who I would want to make a cameo in our story from Babylon 5 more than any other Babylon 5 character?
Hercules?
Is that Zothras.
Who's Zothras?
Zothras.
Okay, but who's Zothras?
He's like the guardian of Babylon 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, does anyone watch The Expanse? Because I just started watching that.
I need to. Everyone.
I've heard it's so fucking good.
Yeah,
We
it's
just-
in the
yeah,
list.
I think we're on season 2
What the Expanse you said?
on Prime.
Prime.
Right. Yeah, they moved to Prime. I think they were on Sci-Fi first. I'm not sure. So I
Yes.
tried with that show. I gave it a couple episodes. Unfortunately, there's a lot on there that does ring a little bit Babylon 5-ish, but also just a lot of Battlestar Galactica. You can really see a lot of the influences on other shows that aren't all that old or that are pretty recent. And so it was hard for me to get in because I felt like I just kind of seen it before. And
Okay,
knew where
got
it
it.
was going and was destined for disappointment. So
And one thing that also that I feel like no show has ever done that Babylon 5 did was they had an advertisement for Zima.
Thank you.
Really?
It was the time,
remember
right?
that.
Legitimately, there was like straight up on Bab 5, they're drinking it. Product Zima. Held out.
That's-
I'm sure there's a picture of it. If someone Googles Zima Babylon 5, I'm certain that someone must have taken a picture of it. It's so
Also,
good.
I want to note that like for maybe 15 years, everyone shot on Zima, and then we turned to something that probably tastes worse, which is this.
You know what? Zima, get back in here. I think it would be a huge hit. Like when they brought Surge back. I mean, I didn't drink it because it was probably really terrible for all of us.
Poison, yeah, like most
Remember
things.
Surge? Zima was a clear, lightly carbonated alcoholic beverage.
That's it? That's all they say about it?
It says originally made and distributed by the Coors Brewing Company, introduced in 1993, yada, 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 but served well into the 23rd century.
Lando's favorite drink, actually. Yeah.
That is amazing. Do we have any other answers of sci-fi origins in chat?
Let's see what we got here. Let's see.
I mean, my origins is Star Wars, but
Who's Patricia Tallman?
Right.
What? I'm a noob, so I don't know these things. Patricia Tallman. Pat's my favorite, says Ben, and Desiree is talking about her. So any insight there for this noob would be very helpful.
I know not of this name.
We are almost ready to hop into all your missions, which is going to be very interesting.
Oh, great. Here, here's the link to Zima. I'll put it in our Zoom chat. Boom.
Okay.
Patricia Tallman's an actress, by the way.
Yeah, I watched all of Picard. I need to watch all of Disco. Voyager I need to complete. It's like I've seen probably like 30 episodes of Voyager, but there's
I really liked Voyager, to be honest. I just don't like the angle they took near the end of the show. That's all.
I think I know who you're referring to. You all are prepped to do these missions?
Sweet.
Sure.
Let's start with, and just so we break out of this a little bit, at the risk of being too meta, you all are going to use we're going to use the lasers and feelings numbers that you have, unless you have a specific 5e thing that you want to do. So you're going to be working within the Star Trek parameters of either doing science or trying to like negotiate or intimidate your way through. But if for any reason, for example, Merk, you want to pull out a battle axe and do a battle axe thing, you can. So, so let's start with Beetlejuice.
It worked.
Question: what die are we using for the lasers and feelings?
Lasers and feelings is a D6.
Cool. That makes
when
sense.
we get to any lasers and feelings stuff, I'll explain exactly how that will all work. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. If anyone in chat wants a link to it, I'm more than happy to post that in there. It's based off a song by the Double Clicks, and it's a game designed by John Harper, who is a very, very nice human being and is very supportive. And it's very nice of John to share this great game with all of us, because you can play on your own and you can do your own Star Trek adventure, which is why that'd be an appropriate mechanic.
It has been posted.
Heck yeah, look at that. Fantastic. Blair, you're the first up to bat. Language of Captain Sisko here.
Coming for me.
You are not a member of the Federation, and therefore you are immune to the rules and regulations of the Federation. So you are beamed down to Talos, where you are confronted by 3 Telosians.
Hello.
Hello, Shingha.
Hi.
We are willing to help you, but there is a chance you may never want to leave. I know it's getting a little redundant, but give me a Constitution saving throw. Actually, no. Let's do this with lasers and feelings. I'm going to roll for the Telosians. Are we going to say that they're, let's give them a number rating. Are they more emotional or are they more logical?
Let's say logical.
Right? They're more logical. Yeah. And this is sort of an emotional situation, which is going to be hard. I'm going to give them a 3. And the way that it's going to happen is if it's an emotional or a feelings roll, you have to roll below your number. And if it's a logical roll or a lasers roll, you have to roll above your number. I am going to say that the Telosians were prepared to try to infiltrate your brain, Shingha, which means that they're prepared. They get to roll another D6. So, and also they are experts at this. So they are going to get to roll another D6. So they have to roll underneath 3. They failed horribly. Shingha, why did they fail so horribly? I got a 5, a 5, and a 4. Xingha, why did they fail so horribly?
Guys, well, you trying to penetrate my brain? I have a deity looking out for me. She guides my actions. She protects me when things are weird. And no glowy portal thing can change that.
Fine. We will give you the information you seek, for the fabric of the universe is at stake.
That sounds wonderful.
One of you is causing this. One of you is hiding a secret. Something that caused this problem to begin with. One of your fellow travelers is not who they seem, Xingha.
Interesting. I wonder if it's those friends that I've been traveling with for a long time, or the one I just met. Huh, could be any of them. Sounds great.
Have further questions for us, Xingha? For we are psychically adept, and we know how to solve this problem.
How shall I solve this problem?
Oh, yeah, shoot. Yeah, that's a very useful question, Xingha. Sure.
Right down the middle.
This energy must be united back with its original casing. It is unstable time energy.
Oh.
Xingha, the only technology capable of housing this again and returning it to its casing is a split between the technology of the station Deep Space Nine in the engine room and Borg energy you can only get aboard a Borg cube.
Okay. Engineering on Deep Space Nine, Borg Cube. Sounds like a walk in the park.
These words, they are confusing to us. Some of them we don't understand, and there are other words we have not yet shared with you that we cannot possibly fathom. We think they are from something else. But we will assist you, for you have bested our psychic attempts, and we will project your ability to send a message. Xingha, you have the ability to send message, right?
That is a spell that the character could have taken that is not currently in my sheet. I can change that if you'd like, if it works.
We're playing it as it lies. Okay, so that's what you got. And then give me one Constitution saving throw. 10 or above, you're fine.
With a 20.
With a 20.
Nope. I got an 8.
You are stuck there with the Telosians, who look at you and go, "So, tell us, more about you. What's your deal?"
Well, really, it's just the Meg Ryan thing. Everything else, I'm just trying to, help everyone else out. Song. She's got this thing where she's looking for the song, and Cliff summons creatures. Merk's got some voice thing that he goes back and forth between.
Yeah, we got some places to be. Come to think of it. Thank you.
I mean, you're the only ones here. I mean.
Yeah, but we got, things, yeah, you know how it is. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next time, catch you later.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Over to Merk and Ensign. You both loaded onto a shuttle, and you have been tasked with healing these tears in fabric of space-time. So that is your token. What I'm going to do is, who would like to pilot the shuttle, and who would like to try to aim and fire the counter energy beams?
I'll pilot.
Fantastic. Let me assign this token to you here, Day. All right. And Merk, you're going to be, hey, buddy, this is your dream come true. You get to blast stuff, chuck it out into space, and it doesn't even have to come back to you.
Nice.
You were made for this. So how this is going to happen is you are going to try to fly as close as you possibly can.
That's fun.
Piloting. And then, Merk, you are going to try to blast and heal all of these tears. Now, just a quick brush up on lasers and feelings. You roll a 1d6 for everything. If you are prepared for it, if you have any training in your background, you roll 2d6. And if you're an expert in something, like the Telosians are, you roll a third d6, and then we will read the results of that. So, Dave, if you click on the spacecraft, or the shuttle there, the Voyager shuttle, and you use your arrows, it will actually move along the grid. So you can get close to whichever ones you want to get close to.
The arrows? Oh, no.
Look on your keyboard. You should be able to, like, if you click on the shuttle.
Clicking on the shuttle. Ah!
There you go.
Spaces do I get to move?
You can, it's 5e combat. You can go, you can move as much as you want. You know, just don't spiral off into space. All right, you're taking on that one.
Dave.
Give me a roll to make sure that you can get close enough without damaging the craft.
Am I correct in assuming I would get to roll 2 since I'm,
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Because you're a science person, you're not a pilot.
Right.
So I'm going to say 1, unless you have something else that will assist you in this.
Let me see.
Have you ever done any flying of any sort before?
I have, yes.
Yeah, in that case, you could do 2d6. And in Merk, if you can find any way to encourage Ensign, you can roll a d6 to see if you're successful in encouraging, and you can add another d6 to her roll.
Successful at encouraging.
Yes. Oh, God.
Now, keep in mind, a feelings roll, you got to roll under your number.
This is feelings? Piloting?
Not piloting. Piloting is going to be all science.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I got to roll a d6, and I got to get under 5.
Oh, you got to get above, sorry.
I got to get above
feelings,
5.
Yeah.
On a d6.
Yes.
Can I throw the dice instead?
Sure.
Okay.
I rolled 4.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so what was the really bad speech that you gave to try to encourage?
Ensign. I don't know a single thing that's going on right now.
Clearly.
I don't know you. I don't trust you either.
That's fine.
Good luck.
Actually, what numbers did you roll? I just realized I flipped this. What did you get again, Merk?
I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3, and your number is a 5. Except we're gonna have to switch this. Actually, it's gonna be under and over. That's it. So you actually were successful.
Oh, can I give a new speech?
Yep. Yeah. So you started on a flub, and then.
Right. Actually, let me take that back. I'm not much for speeches. Let me try this again. Well, Ensign, what was your name? Ensign Harriet? What?
Mallory.
Mallory. Got it. Okay. I don't know who approved of us being a pair, but here we are.
Here we are. It's like
the short time that we've been together. There's no one else I would be rather flying this plane with. It's mainly because nobody else I know is skilled in this future type tech.
Take it.
But also because you wouldn't know this, I have a tattoo of a crane on my body. I'm not going to show you where, but
it's fine. Don't need to know.
It's a winged creature, and I always thought it's always been looking for a pair. And I mean, it's supposed to be like I'm supposed to get 1,000 tattoos of cranes.
That's a lot of tattoos.
And the first one really hurt, and I couldn't do more than that. But technically, I feel like I've traveled at least 1,000 years. So the equivalent of like traveling 1,000 years, we're in a flying thing. I just think you and I are kind of meant to be in this moment now, not romantically. Maybe in like an on again, off again situation. The point is, I believe in you, and we'll be fine. You're gonna be great.
That was very sweet, Merk. Thank you.
Great.
Oh
speech,
God.
Merk.
Well done.
Real focused. That did inspire you to finish the mission as soon as possible. So you now get to roll 3d6 day.
Okay.
And we will say what comes of this.
Am I supposed to be moving to different?
No, this is just the first one.
Okay. So I rolled 4 and then I didn't roll my second one. Am I trying to get under or over 2? Sorry.
You were trying to get over 2.
Okay, well that was a 1,
accidentally
so
flipped it.
no.
Okay.
So a 4 and now 3 more times?
Just a total of 3d6. You're only doing 3 rolls.
Okay, I never did my second one from before. I only rolled once.
Okay, great. So and that was
So
a
now-
1, right?
Okay, yeah, so
Okay, so roll 2 more.
okay. Another 1. That's nice. And a third one. That's even better.
So you got all 1s?
Yeah.
Ooh, Snake Eyes is okay. The shuttle is now damaged and will require repair. Both of you give me Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
You have a D4 as well, Merk.
A 10.
Okay, 10 matches. 10's good.
So I got 15
Mm.
plus 4 plus.
That's gonna do it, no matter what. That's gonna
No.
do it.
I gotta do the math. 15 plus 4 plus this is 20 something.
Okay, so you both have a chance. You feel the time ripple. You can either abandon this mission, which will need to be completed. You can abandon it for now and hop somewhere else, or you can stay and complete it. What would you like to do?
I say we finish what we start.
Fantastic. All right. So we'll come back to you in a second. Let's hop over to Cliff over here. You are the sole representative of your team tasked with taking on 4 Cardassian soldiers.
Well. Why fight 4 Cardassian soldiers when I can't bring along my friends?
Because you have to. That's the why.
Can I summon, new friends? I'd like to summon.
Yeah, do you want to do this in a Star Trek way, or do you want to do it in a 5e way?
Let's do it in a Star Trek way.
Okay, so this is going to be based off of your lasers and feelings.
Oh, so I lose my creatures.
I mean, you can summon. Do you want to just summon creatures to have them with you?
I mean, yes, I do.
Okay, let's
do.
Right. All right. Let me pull up your character sheet here. How many creatures would you like to summon here?
Let's
Chris?
just do 4. Let's keep it, 1 per Cardassian.
Okay. Let's see. Conjure animals. Here we go.
Maybe I can conjure. Oh well, if I have to conjure, because I can't conjure a in the GM. We can conjure a Star Trek animal, or maybe I can just give it a fun Star Trek name from my already.
Yeah, we'll give them
list.
fun Star Trek names. That's what we'll do. You want 4, right?
Yeah, please.
So that means you can summon 4 of the following. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
An ape, a
Mhm.
black bear,
Mhm.
a crocodile, maybe with the
Mhm.
spirit of Janeway, a
Mhm.
giant goat, a
Mhm.
giant seahorse, a giant
Mhm.
wasp, a
Mhm.
reef shark, a war
Mhm.
horse. What are you feeling?
Okay, we're gonna go giant crocodile.
Okay, give me a second here.
Okay.
Crocodile. PNG. Hey, chat, if you want to start coming up with names for these crocs or these creatures, feel free. Give me 1 second. I just wanna-
There are a lot of people wanting this goat to happen. Also, some suggestions for the wasp, although they prefer it to be a murder hornet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of love for the goats. Not that you can choose. I'm just saying what it.
No, you gotta give the people what they want. It's like let's get
Murder hornet.
Let's get one. Give them a little what they want, get a little what you want. Crocodile for you, murder hornets for them. That's what
Yeah,
I
okay.
always say. So let's do crocodile,
Mhm.
seahorse.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me pull up a seahorse PNG. We're doing the seahorse.
I'm so psyched that you picked seahorse. I can't even tell you. I was like,
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Aquaman movie, pretty awesome.
They
Got
had
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
crap.
seahorses.
There's a lot of seahorse riding in it. I can't really name another movie in which there's that much seahorse riding besides maybe those
Little
Jenny-
Mermaid.
Does that make it good though?
You know what? You're right. They did ride seahorses in The Little Mermaid. Wait, did they?
Sebastian's carriage was pulled by them, I believe.
That is too funny.
Interesting.
Man, yeah,
Interesting.
it was like, yeah, it was like a shell, right?
Yeah.
He like kind of just sort of hopped in.
Yeah.
That's also interesting.
Why watch Aquaman when you can just watch The Abyss?
Because they don't have sharks with laser beams attached to their head in the abyss.
Yeah, but they're actually underwater in The Abyss.
Why not? Why watch one when you can watch both, man? Why not?
I'm sorry, the movie lost me when his love interest tells him that he smells, and so he sniffs his armpit and goes, "Oh yeah, it's really bad," and walks off. But they're underwater. They're already underwater. There's no smell to smell. Whatever was
You're
on.
not
I mean,
Fish?
maybe
Fish
they-
smell?
I don't know. Maybe they're more in tune with that. I don't know. I mean, I agree with
Whatever
you, but
body
I'm just
odor, whatever body odor if he was sweating, that sweat now gone, probably miles away in the part of the ocean
That's
that
fair.
It went from the armpit through the water up her nose, maybe. You never know.
it's that's a reach, Blair.
I mean, if you have lived,
So is smelling underwater in general. So
I mean, have you growing up on the ocean? The ocean reeks. So I am sure that someone living under it probably smells something. And I'm sure that the body kind of collects bacterias. I mean, I don't even know why I'm like describing this with like
So
such
you're
gestures.
saying Aquaman's armpit is just filled with algae?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Instead of
this-
hair, it's
yeah,
just
Yeah.
algae.
it's all wedged in there.
I saw the movie. I believe
There's
it.
like a little like kids are going into his armpits as tide pools to sort of like do experiments for school.
So
You
what
guys-
other
did you guys
animals did
go
you
tide
want?
pooling? People go tide pooling as kids.
I used to
like-
go tide
like-
pooling a bunch.
Yeah, you just like look at snails.
I
and
mean,
stuff.
I know that number one hit Tide Pool of Love for you, but I don't know much about Tide Pool.
Oh, thank you for question reference. Chris, what other animals would you like? You got a croc, you got a seahorse.
Giant goat.
You want a giant
hornet.
goat? You got a
Murder
giant
hornet.
goat. And you want a hornet?
Yeah.
Let me pull up. I'm gonna do a cartoon hornet. Is that cool with everybody? Do you want a real hornet? Does chat want like a real picture of a real hornet?
How
What if we
about
got-
Bruce
does it-
Lee?
The hornet.
That works.
Maybe it's like the Charlotte Hornets logo.
I was just gonna say, if you got like the Charlotte.
Yeah, is that cool? If chat wants an actual hornet, we'll do an actual hornet.
Oh my gosh! Look at them in their little room. That's so funny.
Let me pull up the hornet.
Ba-ba-ba-da-na. I was looking to
These
see if there
pictures
were
are
any
so scary.
Kardashians that had like issues with any animals in particular, but maybe that's something the chat knows.
I just don't like the way that hornets look. I'm also allergic to bees, so I might be a little biased. I also love honey. It's a very hard balance. Because how do you get honey without bees? You know?
You don't?
Like, how do I, as a human, go get honey without bees? I have to go to
You
the bees
don't.
and I have to get the honey. I
You
don't
got-
know any other
You
ways.
gotta let them vomit.
Yeah.
You
Omar,
gotta
maybe
let
you
them-
should. My friend Hannah's a beekeeper and has this whole like deep like love for them now. And maybe you just need to become a beekeeper. To get...
I might. It sounds like a
Extra
real
beer.
dangerous thing for me.
Wait,
though,
did you
'cause
say
I'm
you're allergic?
Sounds a little
Yeah.
dangerous. Yeah.
He's allergic.
But you know
Get
what?
it. Omar,
Hey,
get rid of
no
it.
fear. Like the
Immersion
1990 shirts.
therapy.
No fear shirts.
I can't let the bees. I used to be allergic to roller coasters as well, and then I read some and they were really fun. So maybe bees will be really fun in the future.
I think
I
that's
don't know.
probably science.
So Chris, you are now facing off against the Cardassians with your little menagerie. Chat, do we have any names for these creatures?
Yeah, any word?
We can put them in at any time. I imagine that the goat is a continuation of the goat lineage from before. Chris, you can control these tokens.
Oh, awesome! I can click and move them.
Yes. You I don't think you need to do a lasers and feelings thing. I think you can just go ahead and straight up.
What's the mechanic? I'm happy to.
No, you got the creatures. You got it. Unless the creatures are an extension of your lasers and feelings rolls.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
whatever maybe makes it feel like kind of dice rolly, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can either attack them through 5e stuff, or these can be Star Trek animals that have diplomacy abilities.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so what you want to do, my dude?
All right, they each kind of engage with one, and let me know if I'm exceeding the limitations of what's.
These animals are much larger than these Kardashians.
When Chris conjures.
By the way, if anyone hasn't listened to the sound of alligators or crocodiles roaring, look it
thanks.
up. It's really wild.
The lions of the lakes, that's what they're called.
Is that real?
Nope.
That's good. That should be a book. Okay, so here they all are.
All right.
What are the Cardassians doing? Have they said anything? They're just standing there.
I mean, they're gonna like fight, but you have the upper hand because you're striking first.
All right, I would like to disperse my animals to try to open up diplomatic channels.
You are a 4, is that correct? Yes, that was your number.
I believe.
Yeah, because you did some column A, some column B.
Oh yeah, I was a 4. I was a 4.
Yeah. So
I
each
see,
of your
I got it.
animals then also is a 4 because they have been conjured through your energies. Go ahead and roll a d6 per animal.
Okay.
Let's start with Seahorse, tentatively named. Pardon?
I said, do better than me.
Day, you get to voice the Seahorse, by the way. And the Seahorse's name right now is See Me.
See me.
Now you see me.
No, you don't.
All right, 4d6.
Oh, no, sorry, Chris, you're just rolling 1d6 for the Seahorse.
Oh.
Just one. You want to roll below a 4.
3. Yes.
So, Simi, how do you convince the Cardassian to lay down arms?
Can I just like birth a baby right in front of him, terrify him?
You broke Omar.
Little bro talk, and then yeah.
Yes,
What
you
a-
can,
what
and
a-
yes, you
what
may.
a quote. Like that quote.
Perfect.
Yep, that's how it happens. Okay, Croc is going to be played by James Brent Issacs. Actually, not Croc, because everyone's like, I name my crocodile. Your Dial. And but working title, if chat has a better one, we'll go with that. Chris, roll a d6. You got to get
Dial.
below.
All right, this is for the
Right.
crocodile.
Yeah, below.
I'm
Dial.
gonna do this sort of yellow green dot. Oh Jesus!
What is happening?
Oh, no, everything got chaotic over here for a minute.
He's crunchy.
3.
Oh my gosh, you succeed again. So Dial, how do you
Yes.
convince the Cardassian soldier to lay down arms?
Dial's the bee or the goat thing?
You're the crocodile.
The crocodile.
Yeah, Dial.
Dial.
Crocodile.
Name.
Bacon not stirred.
Crocodile. Right. I'll give you an option. If you keep going on the way you're going, I'm gonna make you watch Crocodile Dundee 3 back in LA. What do you say?
And the Cardassian looks at you and goes, "Did you say LA as in Los Angeles?" No, not going back there. Here, I'm a 9. There, I was a 2. And the Cardassian starts crying. Good job. Great character that you just cooked up. That was so good.
Yeah, flawless Australian accent. Really excited. Really proud of myself.
Flawless, a Dickensian Australian accent, if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
Chris, I feel like you and the goats have a thing. So why don't you roll for the goat, and you'll be playing Goatee the second.
Goatee the second. Okay.
Gotta get below 4.
1.
You did it! All right. Goatee the second. How do you convince the Cardassian soldier to lay down arms?
Wait, me, you know, harm. Yeah.
The horrified Cardassian just turns and runs. Because, like, what was that? What did they just experience?
And maybe as he's saying that we mean you no harm, it's sort of like Mr. Burns' Springfield Files, like Burns alien style. So it's like the eyes are a little like.
Yep, perfect.
So he knows that something.
And finally, Flappy, the wasp.
Flappy the wasp.
Because they flap. Here's the thing. Do the other creatures want to encourage Flappy to give an extra D6? Because you're hat tricked. You're close to having a top hat trick.
Yeah, let's enhance.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's hear a word of encouragement. I don't think you'll have to roll for this. You'll get a word of encouragement for each of them. So, Simi, what's your word of encouragement?
Yes.
Dial.
Chuckas.
Shakas. And Goatee the second.
And then
go ahead and roll 2d6. And what? Yeah. You want to get at least one of them below your 4. What'd you get?
One's a 6 and one's a 5. Oh no.
Okay, so Flappy is voiced by Blair and Analise at the same time.
Oh, here we go.
What is the failed attempt at diplomacy? And you both have to say it at the same time. Compensate for Zoom lag. 3, 2, 1.
Run!
Out of the bee's mouth, just a jumble of words that just confuse the Cardassian, and the Cardassian continues to want to fight. So you've not cleared Deep Space Nine yet, Chris, but you've taken out 3 of the Cardassians. I will mark them accordingly. Diplomacy did win, but it didn't top hat trick the way through. So there's still one more.
Drama. The drama unfolds.
The drama unfoldeth. Over to... What phone number is that? Is that dangerous? Do I have to pick up that number? I'll do it later. Over to Songwrite.
Oh, man.
Songwrite, you are in the Borg cube. You're going to have to sneak around these Borg.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, here's the thing. You don't know information that has been presented to other players yet.
Okay.
So, actually, really quick, Chris, give me a Constitution saving throw. 10 or above, you get it. And you still have your D4.
Oh, sweet.
I believe.
So it's these -1.
Yeah.
14.
Okay, do you want to stay on DS9 or do you want to travel with your animals somewhere else?
You know what? Are we gonna not be? Or is there gonna be something unfulfilling about not completing the mission?
It's all completely up to you. There's nothing. It's totally up to you.
It's not like it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, there's no. It's like I don't have anything planned to like that.
Yeah, let's stay on.
Stay on DS9.
Yeah, I want to. I'll just be thinking about that Cardassian all night.
Yeah, you don't want to. buyer's remorse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll just be there sleeping, going. So you know what?
All
Let's
right.
stick around and see it through.
Songwright, it is just you on the board cube. No one is here to help you right now.
Just try to blend in, Analise.
Well, I would actually very much like to cast disguise self, and I would like disguise myself as one of these assholes and just walk on by.
So
Yes.
so you're attempting to assimilate yourself
Yes.
into the
Yeah.
Forgot you could do that.
Well done.
What up?
Well done.
So yeah.
Okay, keep your
You're-
eyes on Roll20 here for a sec, because here's how the magic's gonna happen.
And now, is this rolling a d6 as well? It's all a d6, or are we using any?
Well, you can just cast this, and then because you're doing it, we'll do the 5e mechanics.
Oh, I
of-
can just cast it, and it works.
Well, if you give anyone a reason to investigate, then they can investigate.
Got it.
So you're gonna have to be real convincing. I know how we'll play this out. Let me quickly resize this massive Borg, because all Borgs are created equal. Not really.
Borg.
Let me assign this token. That's a little too big, but at least let's hold on one second. Let me
Well, I
just
could
adjust it.
disguise myself as their boss. You know, I'm bigger than everybody. I'm more intimidating.
The
Borg
Borg Queen.
Borg
Do you want to disguise yourself as the Borg Queen?
Absolutely, yes. The more power, the better. Please.
That's pretty sweet.
This is why we do this show, folks.
Could go in
this,
one of two different
this-
directions here.
This particular sort of sweater vest, I suppose, has this very illustrative interpretation of Data and Spot on the back.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Spot.
Data. In college, we would play a game where we would just say normal things. On old Earth, they used to play a game called GoldenEye on the N64 system, Captain. Oh, Data. You know so little about being human. Okay. You are disguising self. This is going to last for an hour.
Great.
And if anyone tries to discern that you're disguised, a creature can use this action to inspect your appearance and must succeed on an intelligence check against your spell save DC, which is in your features. Your spell save DC. Let me pull it up. I can also just calculate it in a second. It's somewhere. We'll deal with it. I'll look this up. You can control your token, Analise. What would you like to do?
Basically, I figure because I am assimilating, I have to go in there guns a-blazing. So I am gonna have so much attitude, and I'm gonna be like, all right, random inspection, the queen is here. I want to make sure you are conducting all of your duties appropriately. I need to see every corner of this maze thingamajig right now.
Those are the exact words?
Yes.
Great.
So I start here. You person. Yes, please, or board thing. Anyway, yes. I want you to show me this entire area that you're in. Yes, this area. I want you to tell me how you've been conducting your job and things I need to be aware of.
So, are we saying, what are we going to say the Borg intelligence modifier is for this? Are we saying they're smart because they're machine parts, or are they not smart because they're machine parts?
That's a very good
It's
question.
like they're smart but not wise, if that makes sense.
They're
Right.
a hive mind, so
Definitely, they wouldn't have emotion, right?
Right.
Right. They'd all
They
know
don't.
it would be the
Yeah.
hive mind, but would the hive mind just sort of be limited to whatever the Borg Queen's function
This
is?
is going to be
It's not like they're
interesting
I think.
'cause- Yeah.
Unless there's some XBs like in Picard.
This isn't. Yeah. Spoilers.
Is that?
For the first episode. No, you're fine.
Oh.
So just so you know, your spell save DC on Elise is 8 plus your proficiency bonus, which is 3 plus your charisma modifier, which is 4. So they're gonna have to roll against that. So that's 8 plus 3 plus 4. Let's see if they can beat it. So this first one, I'm gonna give them -1. Does that sound good to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rolled a 13. So the first Borg, yes, my queen, carry through. And the Borg actually gets out of the way.
Very good.
And
As you were, Borg. As you were.
All right, you can continue through. You're doing great. I
Great.
did not see this coming at all.
I'm going to walk down this way because it seems
Sure.
like the fastest path to that gear thing, and that seems, based on past experiences, seems to be the place I need to be.
Sure. You pass another Borg. Let me do. They check you as you walk past. 3. What are we even doing here, folks?
I see you're in a very small corner. You're in a very small corner. I see there's nothing for you to even monitor. You clearly are the least worthy of the pack, and that's why you were given such a small sized area to monitor. I'm not even going to bother myself with you. Continue.
Yes, queen. All right, you got the last one. Let me roll.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
6.
Hmm.
What's even the point of any of this? Go ahead.
The perfect spell.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what? I'm not even a Borg. You suck. I totally pwned you, and I'm leaving right now.
Yes, queen. You got the item. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's a
10 or
D20,
above.
right?
Yeah, plus your Constitution, which I have your sheet up here.
17.
Is a 1. Yeah. Do you want to stay in the Borg cube, or do you want to travel to a different timeline?
Well, if this is all I need
Yep.
from the cube, then I will travel to another timeline and help my compatriots.
Which one would you like to go to?
Is there any place we have not visited yet, or is that it?
This is it. Everyone's taking on the missions.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go where all the animals are. I forgot which
Okay.
one.
You want to go to DS9? Yeah.
I want to go to DS9.
All right. Over to you, Blair. I'm gonna go ahead and say roll a Constitution saving throw. Let's see if you're stuck with the televisions or not. I love the televisions.
Man, I gotta get out of here. I rolled a 12.
That's good. Yeah, that's above 10. So you can go to any point in time. Where would you like to go?
So they told me that there's part Borg, part DS9. Trying to be.
Yeah, you're gonna have to use Borg technology in the engineering room in DS9 in order to capture this energy.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I know where I should go, but I'm gonna roll to see which one I go to because I don't know who's where.
True.
I will go to DS9. I rolled well.
All right. I will drop in your avatar shortly. Let's head over to team repairing space. How is it going?
Did we get anything done last time?
No, the ship is damaged.
Yeah, right.
Do you have any abilities or anything?
Yeah, I'm absolutely over this. I'm going to repair this ship.
Okay. Do you have technology on you that's going to repair the ship?
I do.
Okay.
I have alien technology.
Uh-huh.
And it can repair the ship.
It's repaired. Congratulations.
Right.
And if that alien technology can do anything else, please feel free to let us know at any time.
I will.
What would you two
Perhaps
like
if
to
I fail at my rolls again, I'll have to call upon it.
Interesting. Yeah, so what would you both like to do?
So we're trying to destroy these? What are we doing?
Yeah, so you're essentially sending like reverse energy into these pockets of tears that are being caused by the green aberration that is right outside the wormhole at DS9.
And we didn't hit this first one at all?
No, because you got close and then it injured the ship.
Got it. Okay. Well, let's try again. What do you say, Merk?
Yeah, I say we fly not as close this time and just hope that my aim is good. The person who threw
Right.
an axe and a knife in my last campaign and hit them both. So maybe we just let me shoot something. See what
All
happens.
right, go for it. I've backed us up.
Great. Which one are we shooting?
The one in front of us.
Great.
This is going to be, believe it or not, a lasers situation, Mark. So you're gonna have to roll above a 5.
Roll above a 5 on a d6 or d6.
Yes.
D6. Okay.
Unless you want to try to hone any of your skills from your 5e character sheet.
Any of my skills? Let's see. Well, charisma isn't going to be one of them.
Is he a great weapon master?
I mean, I
Oh
have
no, that was
skills
the opposite. That's the opposite.
Perception, insight, information,
No, can't think of anything.
You might just have to go for it.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay.
Now, does he get to add his D4 from the 5e world?
Yep. Your still time is loosey goosey.
So,
All right, I rolled a 5 on my d6. Am I rolling a d4 now?
Oh no, that's actually that works. You hit it.
Guys, great. Bullseye. Nailed it. Thanks.
Good job, Merk.
Wow. So that one is done. Congratulations. You two are off to the races. I'm gonna say because you have alien technology that can repair the ship, Ensign, don't worry about doing checks to get close to any of these tears. So which one do you want to fly to next?
I'm just going to go right here. Merk,
Great.
do your thing.
Awesome.
I did not expect that to happen.
Well, that was a 1, but I get a d4 as well, right?
Yeah.
That sounded more. That didn't sound very committed.
Well, no, I was wondering if I'm gonna allow you a reroll or a D4. But I'm gonna give you a D4 because that's gonna really heighten the game here.
All right, raising the stakes. The 3.
So that got you to a 4, which is too low. So you're not able to hit that energy tear specifically. But
Ugh,
Well, I'm more of a sharp object guy. All right.
it's fine.
I don't know if I told you this, all right, Ensign, but when I'm not off campaigns and fighting stuff, I'm a farmer.
Excellent. It's a wonderfully noble position.
Ensign, do you have any abilities that would allow you to?
I do believe so. I have a reverting technology on me. It returns objects to their original positions or states. Would that be useful?
Return to their original state. Is that the exact wording of it?
It is.
I mean, I think that's repairing a tear in fabric, don't you?
I mean, it would appear to be so, but I wanted to check with you.
Yeah. So you repair it
Great.
with this mysterious alien technology that you have.
Yes, I've picked up a lot of things on my travels.
Interesting.
You could have just done this the whole time.
Listen, Merk, do you want to feel important or not?
You can do that for all of these. Is that what you'd like to do?
I would love to. Unless, Merk, do you want to blow things up?
No, please. Ladies first.
All right.
You're just taking these all out.
Bye.
I'm gonna go ahead and say then that you are able to just finish this map.
Excellent.
And so,
Hell yes.
I would like to give an epic high five to Merk.
all right,
Oh, yeah.
that's gonna be, you're gonna have to roll below a 2.
Me?
Yes.
For the high five?
To deliver the high 5.
Oh, there's the 6 I wanted earlier.
So that is a absolute failure. What is the high five like?
Well, I actually end up hitting myself in the face instead of high-fiving him.
For the sake of time, I'm gonna say there's a time ripple. Do you all want to move?
My job is done here, so yeah.
Yeah, we'll move to where we're needed.
Yeah, where would you like to go?
Babylon 5.
Yeah. I believe we're needed with the card. I can't say it.
Back on DS9?
Yeah. Yes.
Perfect.
The Kardashians.
The Kardashians. That's what I want to say now.
Just make sure you say the shh part.
Uh,
Otherwise, it's confusing.
No one will know what you're talking about.
Let's hop back to DS9 as you both are riding the time wave to there. But we have Shingha, we've got Cliff, and we've got Song, right?
Excellent.
And you've also got all your animals, and there is one Cardassian left. Let's just, because we're getting close to the end of the session, who wants to just take it?
I actually would like to provide some bardic inspiration, but in an unconventional way to, is it Flappa? What's the name of it?
Flappy? Flappy.
Flappy.
Yes.
I want to whisper in its tiny little hornet ears a certain tune and see if that tune could be so overwhelming to this Kardashian being that it would just stop doing what it's doing and would just dance excitedly and then dance till it died.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just dance.
Plus,
So,
if I succeed, I will sing it. And
Chris, go and roll a d6 again, and the Flappy is an extension of you.
yes.
So this has to be above your number. I
I would
believe.
also like to get impatient and just kill it.
A 1.
Oh, it had to be below. It had to be below. Sorry. So you. What's the song?
The
So
snake's eye.
I go up to this little hornet and I like kind of inspire it to take out a trumpet and you're like, what? That's crazy. It takes out a trumpet and it starts going and it plays the entire Green Hornet theme.
It did it. It was successful. You took out the Cardassian.
With a tiny, tiny trumpet.
That is amazing. That is incredible. So, Merk and Ensign, you appear on DS9. And Shingha, you're also there.
Great.
And so you're all together again.
Great.
So those Telosian guys told me that we need something from this room and something from something called the Borg cube. And somebody's got some weird technology. I don't know, something like that.
Well, I got something from the Borg cube, so we're set there.
That's one.
We patched a bunch of holes in space. Apparently that was our big job. That was all we did.
That was good. If you hadn't done that, everything would have fallen apart. Let me ask this of the. Do you remember exactly which room they told you to take it to, Blair?
The engineering room.
That's right. So, if you all look on Roll20, you take the device, the Borg technology, and you take it to the engineering room, and you're able to set it up with Chief O'Brien, of course, and you start to siphon the energy. And Chief O'Brien says, what casing should we use for this to hold this energy? Science officer, what would you recommend?
I believe I have the right technology for this. Yes.
What would that be?
Oh, it's just this little thing I think I found. It looks like It's just this little trinket. It's fine. It's not important.
You found it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Telosians told me that somebody's got some technology that's actually creating all of these portals.
And you believe a Telosian. You don't think they're lying to you.
No.
No what? No, you don't believe them.
I cast Zone of Truth on the ensign.
I say, oh shit, what do I say?
What do you say?
Hold on. I don't, my brain is failing me.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so epic.
I say, Protego!
And what does that do?
It protects me from spells.
Oh no.
And O'Brien says, all right, I'll go ahead and take care of this. Why don't you all go to Quark's and talk this over?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Ah, that sounds delightful.
So you all go to Quark's. You're finally in a tavern. You all pull up a chair next to Morn. Feel free to ask your new compatriot some questions here.
One question.
Yes.
Is this one of those fun, fancy future places where everything's free?
What? What are you talking about?
Well, my understanding, at least the impression that I got on one of the other vessels, was that currency no longer has any purpose in this time.
So many questions. I don't know what he's talking about.
Did you go to other bars while you were jumping around?
Well,
is there like a bar in every single one of these places?
Every single one of them has a bar, and you kind of just go and tell them what you like, and they bring it to you.
I got stuck in a cave.
Well, you know what? You're not stuck in that cave anymore.
That's true. That's true.
And Quark looks and goes, what do you want?
I would say some Romulan ales for the lot of us.
Okay, Romulan
And
ales.
whatever the gentleman on the end is having,
don't
get him another one of those.
Encourage him. Don't encourage him.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
bartender. What did you say your name was?
My name's Quark.
Jakar?
Quark.
Jakar.
Okay,
Did you ever watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Seasons
sort of
2
like
and 3.
Like the principal in that kind of. One,
I
two,
don't know
yes,
those.
right? It comes in the Peppered episode.
Quark's bar. Gosh, soft on the Latin on these ones. All right, and Quark goes to make your drink. You all can talk amongst yourselves about some revelations that have happened.
I like that, Jakar.
It feels like we won. What do you say, everyone?
Does anyone have any questions about the reveals of little ensign character that you just met?
Yeah, so what's your secret?
Yeah, what's your deal? So like, what's your deal?
What's your deal?
All right, I'm sorry. My name's not actually Mallory Gripson. This is kind of all my fault. I'm sorry that I wrapped you up in it. It wasn't my intention. I was just investigating weird things back where I'm from, and what I was using broke, and it kind of created this whole mess. And I'm really sorry.
Well, I personally forgive you. I can't speak for the rest, but
nobody
what
got
are we gonna
hurt.
do? Hold on to grudges out here in deep space.
Well, whoever you are, you had a really great poker face. So, good job.
Thank
you. Who are you? Where are you from?
Yeah, where are you from? Like, what?
And what's a Protego?
My name is Persuasion Granger, and I was investigating. Things were going missing from my school, and I was using this thing, we call it a time turner, because I was trying to figure out what was happening, and I got hit, and it exploded, and it created this giant green energy, and then I was just being mean, just to protect everyone, and I'm really sorry.
Well, is there any issues lying ahead of us, or is it all in the past?
I mean, assuming that this all got put together properly, there's nothing I know of that is awaiting you in your future.
And if you all look at roll 20, you will see in front of you materializes a very interesting man.
Nah.
Oh, what a team you all seem to be. Now, really quickly, before you get any ideas, this isn't my fault. Hi, how's it going? Q. Nice to meet you. I've just been watching this charade of Starfleet, and I have to say, you all did quite well. A hole has been punched into this dimension, and I was interested in tracing it. It seems that all of you did it on your own. You know, Mon Capitaine Jean-Luc quite often says you should trust people. I'm starting to learn that a little bit. Keep in mind, I will be keeping an eye on all of you, but if you wish, I can help you get back to where you need to go, Ensign.
Oh, thank you. That would be lovely.
Or should I say persuasion?
Yes.
Let me conjure an associate of mine. Let me see if I can grab them. And as Q is focusing, Chief O'Brien walks in with the time turner and hands it over to you. It's a nifty device. I don't know if you should really be playing with that a whole lot.
I won't ever again.
And Q waves their hand, and your little ghosty friend pops up. All right. Now, this character and I have been talking for quite a bit. Seems like we have some shared interests. Would you mind escorting Miss Granger back to her dimension? And your ghosty friend goes, oh yeah, not even, you know, I wouldn't mind at all. Yeah, that sounds really good. I'll take you. Are you in a magic school?
Yes, we have lots of ghosts too. You should come hang out.
Oh, that's fantastic. You know, I think all schools are magic because that's a place that you learn who you are and who you want to be. You never stop learning. You know what I mean? And if you ever do stop learning, well, you just learn something else that you shouldn't stop. And that's a lesson in itself. So you didn't really stop. So that's a good thing. All right. Well, Miss Granger, I'll take you back to, what was it called again? Pig
Hogwarts.
Thussle? Hogwarts?
Hogwarts. Yes.
What a fun freaking word. That's such a fun, what a silly fun word. All right. I'll take you with my extra dimensional energy. And gang, don't worry. I'm sure I'll see you in the next adventure. I didn't get a chance to join you on this one, but you all did so well on your own that you really didn't need me. All right, goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you. I'm sorry again.
Hey, don't hold on to it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I mean, well, you'll be fine. Just, do me a favor. Put in a good word for Professor McGonagall for me. She'll know what you're talking about. Just say I said hi. Just say I said hi. That's all I'm gonna say.
Whenever I think of you, Miss Granger, I'll have a smile on my face every day.
Oh, thank you so much, Merk. It was wonderful. Just adventuring with you.
You're welcome.
Yes, don't, Miss Granger, don't be a stranger. Come back whenever you please.
Thank you so much.
Totally missed opportunity to say don't be a stranger, Granger. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, you're right. I totally just dropped the meat on that one.
Puns are the lowest form of comedy, but that's just my opinion.
Okay, well, on that note, I'm afraid we're gonna have to ghost you. And and the two vanish.
Ghost.
And Q sits there. Now, as a payment for the entertainment that you provided to me, I will allow you to travel to another dimension. I cannot send you directly back home. For some reason, that path is blocked. Are you in a dispute with anyone from your home dimension?
If it wears red pants.
Ah, where does he get those red pants? Not even Q knows. Now listen, I can open up 4 other portals, and you can choose one. That will be my gift to you. I will reveal them now. Take some time to decide. And I hope you choose appropriately, for you do never know what lies ahead because you're not Q. Till next time. And then Q vanishes. So,
Q!
4 portals have now opened up before you. You have the mystery machine. You have a candy cane. You also happen to have a film strip And you have a sigil for the Pawnee goddesses. You get to decide what portal it is. And by the way, did you players think that I was talking to you? I'm talking to chat. That's right. Chat gets to decide where we're going for next week.
I would love to go to Pawnee personally, but just
There's a little vote for Pawnee. Interesting. While chat is deciding, while we watch Quark serve Morn a drink, folks, great job on today's adventure. You did it. You used some Star Trek stuff. You used some of your own magic stuff. We got a little Harry Potter stuff. Raise the hands. Who here that's playing suspected that Day was from a different franchise?
I really should have, but no.
Same. And you wore the shirt.
I wore the shirt.
You wore the shirt.
In the back of your mind, you know. Chris, did you have any suspicions?
Zero.
Full
zero.
I even asked her beforehand what she was. She was like a human wizard, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a thing.
Day, you played that spectacularly.
Thank you.
Good job. If folks want to find out more of your stuff, where can they watch you on Twitch and such things?
Absolutely. Hello again, guys. I stream on Twitch at Dabraham_Lincoln, and it's a DAYE. You can also follow my nerdy adventures at that same name on Instagram, or listen to my gaming podcast, Gaming and Gabbing. You can find it on pretty much all of the platforms at this point. But yeah, thanks for having me.
Since we have the mystery machine up there, is that?
Oh,
yeah.
I also am working on a project that is a Scooby-Doo fan series. We have released now 2 trailers. It's under Mystery Incorporated is our YouTube channel, and don't worry, WB okayed us. We've checked with them, so don't worry about that. And we'll start filming as soon as Corona lets us.
It's gonna be so good.
I'm playing Velma. I'm very excited, and we have a real Great Dane.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Very cute.
What's the Great Dane's name?
His real name is Thor von Schultz.
That's fantastic.
I'm changing my name. That's amazing. How about you, Annalise? Where can folks find your stuff?
Oh, people can find my stuff at Annalise. I have some music at annabot.bandcamp.com. And there's going to be at the end of this month, in celebration for Pride Month, which has to happen digitally, I will be taking part in a live stream. I will have more details later, but that's on May 31st. I'm very excited about that. I will be performing some songs of The Planets, which is the band I'm in with Chris, and just sad that he cannot be present with me because I love him so much. So that's me.
I'll be watching.
How about you, James Brent Issacs? Where can everyone find you?
You can find me on most places at JBI University is my handle. I don't do much these days. Quarantine's hit me hard. Renaissance Fair got canceled.
Yeah,
man, fuck.
Labyrinth's probably out next. I don't know what to take pictures of. I have a dog. Maybe I'll take pictures of my dog. I go for walks. I take pictures of the chalk. The sidewalk chalk. I got nice neighbors. That maybe could be an inspiration for you. JBI University, guys.
There's some mustache shots.
That was the last one. I shot the last one yesterday. Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
For now. Bring back the stash.
I don't know if it was my best look. It was definitely a look, but we'll see. Maybe someday. Probably.
How about you, Chris?
Hello, my name is Chris Bramante. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube as Amontiak. You can find me with Omar, our friends Mia Kelly, and composed by Annalise on our RPG podcast. Thank you for questing. I perform with a musical improv group called Robot Teammate. You can look up that as well. Whenever the world reopens, if you'd like to start a Hamilton sing-along group, you can follow Hamilton's LA, which is another thing that we do. If you anything else, just check out Amontiak if you're interested, and his various musics and adventuring on the web. But that's me.
How about you, Blair?
My name is Blair Beveridge, spelled as you see above my floating head right here. I'm that pretty much everywhere. The only thing I really have to promote though is Harley Human, which Day is actually one of our villains on that show.
Yeah.
And
Bad guy.
he's a bad guy. Yeah, so we got that. We're in the still mixing up season 2. There's a lot to do, but hopefully I can get that out sometime soon. And just go to harleyhuman.com for everything to do with that.
Fantastic. Tara, how about you? And I'll ask that while you unmute. I'll just quickly pitch mine. I'm Omar Najam. You can find me at Omar Najam on Twitter, as well as Omar Najam Film on Instagram. And over to Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara Jayn, and I am on Natalie and Tara, the channel on YouTube, with the main show being Natalie and Tara Try Stuff. You can find me on Instagram at Plain Tara Jayn.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Folks, I really got to say, this is such a wonderful show. This is so much fun. We get to just do all the nerdy things we want to, and that is such a blessing. So thank you so much for inviting us into your homes and into your minds as we get to play all these games and all these interesting characters. And do we have some say in chat as to where we're going next week?
I mean, so far it looks like there are 2 votes for Film Strip and 1 for Candy Cane.
Interesting. We might be going to Film Strip then.
All right.
Oh,
Film
keep it
Strip.
open for another 30 seconds. We'll see if anyone wants to tie it up or dive in with something else.
Yeah,
And
this
also,
is the time. This is the
these
time
other
to
options
stay.
don't expire. These we can go to Pawnee whenever we want. So, all right. I think it's locked in.
That was
It's
a fun.
done.
I think we're doing. We'll reveal it. You all are going to get sent to the 1920s Hollywood.
Oh.
Very interesting stuff. Thank you all so much for joining us. Dave, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Day.
Thanks, guys.
You
Good to see
nailed
you.
that twist. What a blast. That was so great. Folks, from all of us, thank you again so much. Please stay indoors, stay safe to the best of your abilities, and we will see you next week on Off Day Campaigns when we go to the silent era of movies. Sort of. Well, it's debatable. This is great. This is my background. We can do this. All right. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.